this is clearly a one-way road that's rarely used. This is now turned into a dirt road. Alright, I'm on the other side. I dropped down from that road and went down that way, down to the bottom of the valley, and taking this dirt road just to the peak, and then I'll probably turn around. To see more of those banana slugs around here. I know they're very numerous at the Columbia River entrance north of Oregon. Really put their lives at risk. But of course people own this area, but it's not just this fence. Whoa, I thought I saw something run away. There's also this really tall fence that's 6 feet high. Like it's a military fence, but with wooden posts, so it's more private. So somebody might live here. They didn't pave anything, and they have some kind of a call box for their wooden fence. I've never seen a call box for a wooden structure. So it's not, they're usually iron. Oh man. So I really can't get to the coast because it's all pasture land. Okay, maybe it's not pasture land. It says right here I'm entering public land, and it's not even locked. I thought that I saw cows out there, but actually there aren't any. So I can go to the coast, and then you have somebody who lives up there. Lost Coast Ranch is down that road, but that's like 3 or 4 miles. Very dangerous to ride on, one-handed especially. Very bumpy. There's cow pies every so often, so maybe a farmer will drive their cows in and supervise them for short periods of time. Alright, so they don't even bother locking this gate. Cows can come and go as they please, and they certainly most recently have, I'd say within the past few days, by the freshness of the cow pies. That's the hill I came from, and that car is still there. And oh, I guess I could go over there. Gray soil type on the face of that cliff that's falling. Very young pine trees of a certain kind on the coast here. Were they intentionally planted? Old remnants of a fence that was to block whatever animals off further from the coast, but then they pushed it 50 feet further inland. So they've been doing some work out here. I'm thinking they probably planted these pine trees, and then there's little trails, probably deer trails. Deer may climb underneath the fence. There's no real chance for a view unless you go over the fence and through this vegetation, but the cliff will just come out at you suddenly. Cow pies have kind of a similarity to hornets' nests, probably because they use a lot of vegetation. The fence may block off access, but that doesn't mean you can't climb right underneath it, just to get a little closer to the edge for a better view. And there's like evidence of animals walking through here, most likely deer. But yeah, that cliff can sneak up on a person. It looks like it's probably a very sharp drop. Take a wrong step. I mean, it looks like it's probably going to be sturdy because of all the vegetation. Okay, I can't really get any closer. That's going to be a sharp drop. So I try to look off as far as I can. So it's not exactly easy. It's really amazing to look at. Those rocks sticking out of the ocean, all crashing against the beach. such a high cliff. So there's just like valley and mountain and valley and mountain after one another. There's a house over there on the top of the peak. There's a lot of up and downs around the coast here. Probably pretty obvious when I'm looking this way. When the land is on the left side, I'm looking south. And when I'm looking the other way, the land is on I'm looking north. To tell if the wind is picking up or if it's just my elevation in where I'm at, because it dies down and picks up in different places. I'd have to like spend all day here to get an idea of what the wind is like. Start to see moss like you do in Oregon and Washington. In the northern parts of California, moss that just takes over trees, weighs them down. Now this umbrella does a really good job of wind protection, especially for recording, but I don't know if I'd want to carry it around with me everywhere. Those cows are so noisy. You can hear the ocean. What a combination of noises. There really seems to be an alarming amount of roadkill on this road, and people want to blame other things for animal extinctions. Roadkill, that's a good portion of it right there. And then maybe a lost pet died here, 1976 to 1994. Jamie Sue Stephens. So she died kind of young. Alright, since this spot is very peaceful and quiet, I can think about shopping in the context of cooking. I can set up somewhere, possibly at these picnic tables, and have some pork instead of trying to find some kind of already pre-cooked meat, which I never choose the deli meat. Too much salt. Pyres on the top of the church are so small they need poles to support them. That's interesting, on the very top too. Right, I was able to successfully cook some pork here because there's good privacy around here. Just kind of threw it in this pot. I might have to look around for another type of pot though. I like this one, but it's not exactly designed for cooking. I keep thinking about that statement, hillsides covered in copper, from the book Northwest Passage, when Roger, forget his full name, said that. He gave that quote from the mid-1700s. And it's like, what would that hillside covered in copper have really looked like? That would just be really cool to see. Like, is it bumpy? Is it smooth? You know, is it fragmented? It's too bad we don't have those kind of records. Alright, I'm having a hard time with this pork. I believe that I jacked up my blood pressure by consuming the liquid. Alright, I boiled the pork in liquid, and then I drank that liquid, and I think I should have thrown that away because I think it's salt that's causing my heart problems, possibly something else. But I tried taking a nap. I was actually like so tired after the meal that I just wanted to nap, and then I got woke up with heart flutters. It's not right. I'm out of balance. So I'm just dealing with this. I think it's a high blood pressure issue that's affecting my heart directly, and I don't know if I'll be able to sleep well tonight. It seems like town halls will always be less likely to have the internet. Compared to city halls. You see these signs that say drug-free school? I would think the kids would be more interested in having sexual predator-free schools. But they don't want to make signs for that. Kids are looking for drugs. They're not looking for sexual predators. Those would be less desirable.